By the 1995 season, the Quebec Nordiques were on the financial ropes. There was no guarantee the team was going to stay in Quebec. It might have to move, but it boded well for the strike shortened 95 season when Quebec was one of the top teams, if not the top team, in NHL. Now, the 95 Nordiques won the Northeast Division with the best record in the Eastern Conference, scoring a league-high 185 goals in a lockout-shortened 48-game season, while Peter Forsberg, who came over in the Eric Lindros trade, won the Calder Trophy as NHL's top rookie. Their 677 points percentage meant it was the franchise's best regular season they had experienced. Still, despite the loaded roster, according to Sportsnet history, they couldn't muster a lengthy playoff run, as many expected they would, and were eliminated by the 8th-place New York Rangers in the opening round of the Stanley Cup playoffs in 6 games. They had a dramatic victory in Game 1, thanks to a Joe Sakic hat trick, including the game winner with 38 seconds of regulation. However, the Rangers bounced back against the Nordiques' bad coaching with Mark Crawford in a big way with an 8-3 win and edged out a 4-3 victory in Game 3 in New York to take a 2-1 series lead. Now, the key turning point in the series occurred in Game 4 when Sakic seemingly scored a shorthanded goal to put the Nordiques up 3-0 with 39 seconds remaining in the first period. However, the goal was called back and the play blown dead because Rangers forward Alex Kovalev was flailing around in the Quebec zone with a super dive. When Kovalev crumpled the ice like a sack of bricks after Craig Woolanen's swinging stick lightly with one hand and hit the skilled Russian and small in the back, Woolan was not penalized, and the Nordiques had possession of the puck. Yet referee Andy Van Hellemond ended up blowing his whistle, and the goal was called back. The puck had already gone into net before the whistle sounded, which added to the confusion. Van Hellemond was fined an undisclosed amount by the league following the game for the error. Now, there's no guarantee the Nordiques would have won the game had the goal stood. However, it would have made the Rangers' comeback attempt that much difficult. Now, that game is available on YouTube, and what's kind of ironic about this, ladies and gentlemen, it was solved in overtime, 3-2, by the Rangers. If Quebec would have won that game, who would have known what would have happened? They could have went all the way to the Stanley Cup final and stayed in Quebec. Now, Steve Larmer again scored a big goal for the Rangers in overtime, allowing New York to take a unsurmountable 3-1 series lead. They emerged from Game 5 in their last contest at Colisée with a 4-2 victory, thanks to goals from Ricci, Clark, Simon, and Young. The series shifted back to MSG for Game 6. However, Jocelyn Thibault had a terrible game, pulled after allowing 3 goals on 16 shots. Kovalev then scored his second of the game to put the Blue Shirts up 4-1 midway through the second, and the Rangers were able to fend off Quebec's comeback attempt. Now, I watched that game, Game 4. Why was Van Hellemond change his call? Was he intimidated by the Ranger fans? Was he intimidated by the media? Kovalev was a known, dropper or, the fake an injury. But like I said, the Nordiques had every opportunity to beat the Rangers. But Mark Crawford, now get this if you want to talk about something. Mark Crawford went on to coach Team Canada at the 98 Olympics and made some bad decisions in a shootout now playing Gretzky. So was it bad coaching by Crawford? Because any team coming off a big win at home should not be losing 8-3 in the second game. I think the Nordiques didn't want to play for Crawford. Now, again, this led to Colorado taking over the Nordiques franchise, which led to the Nordique trade that was speculated that Patrick Roy would be traded to Quebec. It put Jocelyn Thibault out of town, brought in Patrick Roy, and the rest is history. If Quebec would not have moved, you would not have won those Stanley Cups with Patrick Roy. Patrick Roy wouldn't have left. So what we thought it was going to be ripples in time, say like Star Trek, became an avalanche of change. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the story of the incident from Game 4 in the playoffs. Let us know what you think on our podcast with a like, comment, subscribe, or share. And don't forget, keep your stick in the ice. Bye.